Just to show up. Missing that one. Good evening and Merry Christmas to you too. Is that someone I know or is that someone new? Good evening and Merry Christmas to you too. Is that someone I know or is that? Excuse me, I need to mute my television. Let's just give you some feedback. Kay, hello Kay. I thought it might be, but I wasn't sure. Because you've got user UD3IT1WG. That's what threw me. Hello there, Matthew. Thank you very much. How are you both doing? As you can see, I'm a little late starting, so I haven't got the nails done yet. It's all right, Kay. You can. I don't know if you can change that. I'm assuming you. I don't know. I don't know how you do it. I'm good, thank you, Matthew. I'm very well. Looking forward to a peaceful Christmas. This is my just the one thing I look forward to at Christmas, coming on here and having a chat with a few people. Otherwise, I have a very quiet Christmas. What about you, Matthew? Do you have a busy Christmas? Lots of family and. Thank you, Kay. Only water up until now. We'll have to change that, won't we? Can't stick to water on Christmas Eve. I have to pour myself a glass of wine and then lead by example. You're on your own too through Christmas. Where are you from, Mike? Matthew? Have I spoken to you before? I don't know if I don't do live streams very often, so I can never remember who I've spoken to in the past, or if you're a username I'm familiar with. I know that, Kay. You won't survive long on the water. Ah, from Derbyshire. Okay, cool. Right, I think I'm finally ready. This is my friend Kay, Matthew, who I know quite well. She's from up north, Yorkshire lass. Yeah, so we have to get that username sorted out, Kay. I don't think I've really ventured to Derbyshire. No, I can't think that I have. I have sent out quite a few notices to people to say I'm going to be on tonight, so I'm hoping a few people will pop in just to say hi. Maybe a few random people who have not seen my channel before. My channel's not a big one, Matthew. I kind of just use it ever so occasionally for the odd sort of live stream. I don't put a lot of content out. But I like to do this at Christmas. It's the chance to put the Santa outfit on, which is one of my favourite outfits. Spend a bit of time in the evening with people who maybe haven't got stuff going on Christmas Eve and want something a little bit social. Hi there, Tez, Sue. Should I call you Tez or Sue? How you doing? Yeah, I'm a vapor. Hello, Michael. Hi from Northern Ireland, Matthew. Where are you from originally then? Which part of Northern Ireland are you from? Right, Sue, I'll try to remember. How you doing, Sue? Quite a noisy vape as well. Merry Christmas to you all, those of you that are festive. I know not everybody is. Okay. What brought you to England then? What made you decide to move over? That's all right, Kay. We'll sort it out. We'll figure it out. I'm not quite sure how you change it, to be honest. It's a handle, I think, and you can go in and change it somewhere, I believe. We'll figure that out. Can you see my outfits? You can kind of see most of it anyway, as it is. There's not really a lot more I can show you. It is YouTube after all. Not that's about as much as I can do without upsetting the powers that be at YouTube. A girl, Matthew. Okay, I figured as much. I was going to kind of go, it's either going to be a girl or it's going to be work. That's true, Kay. I don't know off the top of my head how you change the handles. It'd be in the settings somewhere, but don't worry, it's fine. You've got the little blue circle with the K in it, so I know it's you. Okay, cool. See you back shortly, Kay. So the outfit, I'm wearing fully fashioned stockings, which is my kind of thing. These are from Servan, which is the French brand. Oh, cool, Matthew. You're a fan of the real nylon stockings as well. I do like them. I've worn them for years. Always been my preferred choice. Not cheap though, sadly. Thank you very much, Michael. Appreciate the compliment. They are, I mean, depending on where you buy and whether you buy, if you're buying Gia, it's perfects or imperfects, anything between £15 and £55, I think they are. So, I say, did I give up smoking? I gave up smoking as a daily habit. So about 4 years ago, I decided I needed to stop because smoking 20 a day just wasn't a good idea for my health. I do still smoke cigarettes when I go out. Occasionally, I'll pop out for a quick cigarette, and I might do the odd video with some cigarette content in it. But yeah, generally speaking, I don't. I'm a non-smoker who has the occasional cigarette. I wouldn't call myself a smoker. Good evening, Paul. How are you doing? Nice to see you here. Can't really say a lot to that, Michael. You have to behave on YouTube. But I appreciate the sentiment. Oh, lovely, Kay. You're dolled up tonight as well. I might see you later on. After this, we'll probably put Webby on if you're still about at 1 o'clock in the morning, and then we'll carry the wine drinking over for another hour or two. Glad you're well, Paul. Nice to see you. Thank you for my gin, by the way. Yeah, I have to be a bit careful, Michael. I don't want to get strikes against my channel if I can help it. I'm absolutely convinced you will be, Kay. You've become quite a night owl. I don't know if that's my fault or not. Were you a night owl before I started keeping you up until 3, 4, 5 in the morning? Hello, George. How you doing? George is the lovely gentleman who joins us on our night out in Bristol. Assuming it's the same George, of course. Hello, Steve. Let me scroll up. Did I miss a message from you? No, I didn't. That's the first message I've seen, Steve. So it depends what you said, because sometimes I think YouTube will filter out messages. So I don't know whether you said something that maybe triggered YouTube to hide it. I'm assuming not, because you're always very polite. Sweetie. But I can see that message, Steve, yes. Nice to see you. It's my bad influence, is it, Kay? You've deviated from Catholic roots. I don't believe you, Kay. I think it's you leading me astray, to be honest, but you know. I've sent other messages, but they weren't rude. I don't know then, Steve. Those are the first 2 messages I've seen. But anyway, whatever it was, it's working now. Nice to see you here. Hope you're well, Steve. Should give you a little show of the fully fashioned stockings, because I know you're a big fan of fully fashioned stockings. There we go. Got my 8 strap suspender belt on. These are the Servan. and my favourite outfit, of course, as everybody knows, because I keep saying it. Always look forward to Christmas just to put this outfit on. Just out of interest, how's the audio sounding? Is it clear enough? Is it loud enough? My mic is pretty sensitive, so you should be hearing me fairly clearly. Thank you, Steve. And yes, you have. Still got a few pairs in hand, ready to wear. Thank you very much. Decided to go with the Servants tonight though, because I've already got the pair open. I figured I may as well continue to wear them until they get damaged. Oh, thank you, Kay. Good to know. Thank you, Steve. Quite warm now. Flat was cold earlier. I put the heating on and I think I may have overdone it. Cool, Steve. Well, you do have an invite, so eventually you'll take me up on it. Got to catch up with you, Paul, at some point as well, haven't I? Met Paul last year. Was it last year, Paul, or was it the year before? Can't remember. It was early last year, wasn't it? In the new year, we'll have to catch up, see if we can have a night out. I'll see if I can get down to London, because I wouldn't mind going to Ted's. Ah, you're off, George. Okay. Nice to see you anyway, and thank you for popping in. And I will probably speak to you on Chicks at some point. But I will see you in Bristol in about 3 weeks, 4 weeks' time. I'm expecting to be going, so I'll catch up with you then. You have a good Christmas and you sleep well. Cool, Steve. Cool. You let me know how it goes. Keep me updated. I'm going to sort something out. Okay, saying, is it busy there, George? Did I miss a message from George by any chance? I could see 2 messages from him, but I'm now beginning to wonder whether I'm missing the occasional message. Whether YouTube's playing up. I don't want people thinking I'm not responding. But you asked George if it was busy there, and it doesn't, kind of lost the context of it. It's a dress, Michael. It's a very short dress. I mean, if I stand up, you won't really, I'll vanish off the top of the screen, but you can, it's a Santa dress off the shoulder. It's supposed to be off the shoulder. It's slipped a little bit up, but yeah, it's a dress. Well, I can show you the back, but it's the same all the way around. There's nothing fancy going on at the back. Oh, you thought he might be at the Phoenix now. No, the Phoenix is the pub we go to for the Bristol night out, third Friday of the month. Oh, of course, because he said George from the Phoenix. It is velvet, yes. Yes, it is. It's yeah, velvet. Probably doesn't show up so well because it's quite a bright setting I've got in this room. Probably slightly overexposed actually with the lighting, but it is yeah, you'd see it if you were here. You would be able to identify it as velvet. It is quite warm, Kay. Yeah, I was saying earlier, I put my heating up because I wasn't too warm. Now I've put this on. Turn my heating off in a minute. Hello, Audrey. Audrey Pooks. Don't know if I know you or not. Maybe I do, because I've invited a few people along who I've probably not seen on YouTube before, and I don't know their usernames on YouTube. Thank you very much. Do let me know if I know you. And if I don't, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Give me a moment. I just want to see. Okay. Just need to switch over to Streamlabs just for a moment. Just want to see what the hopefully it's all running smoothly there. Okay, that looks good. Anyone else drinking, or is it just me and Kay tonight? Was that K? Can't see Audrey in Fab Search. Why are you looking in Fab Search? You're confusing me now. Cheers, everyone. Right, first one down. Put that down there before me. It's not going to stay on there, is it? On drugs, so stopping it. I assume by drugs you do mean medication. And not drugs. Drugs. You're sober tonight, Paul. You're not going to have a whiskey? Dig into those, that little surplus you've got going on. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Audrey. Bad timing, eh? Hopefully, whatever it is you're needing the medication for will pass quickly and you can enjoy a drink in the coming days. Ooh. Are you joining us for a drink, Paul, or are you going to stay sober tonight? I say that like if you start drinking, you're not going to be sober by the end of the night. But of course, one drink isn't. You can hold your drink, I know that. You have a nice cuppa, although it's not quite the same, is it? But I do like a cuppa. I normally drink 6, 7, 8 cups of tea a day. I drink lattes when I go out for coffee, and wine when I'm here on YouTube or on Webby. Hey, from Yorkshire, Audrey. Same as Kay. Kay's from up that way. Tgirl. I am absolutely a Tgirl. Very good, Paul. A up. Can't do accents, by the way. So that's as good as it gets. A up. A up, lass. Who's watching at the moment? Got 5 watching. 5. Okay, Audrey and Paul. So there's 2 of you quiet at the moment. Who's that? You're a Tetley girl, are you? Okay. I'm a PG Tips if I'm buying branded tea bags or Morrison's own brand. I'm not fussy when it comes to tea. I just like a regular brew. A standard builder's cup of tea, I guess. That's what they call it. What I don't like is Earl Grey and, you know, the fancy teas. Not a fan of those. Oh no. Oh no, I can't have a strong cup of tea. I like it fairly well brewed with a good decent amount of milk in it. But I don't like it if it's too strong. Got to balance it out with some milk. God, that wine's going down well. What was it? It's only a cheap bottle. Sauvignon Blanc from, where did I get from? Aldi. Standard tea is also known as splosh. Never heard that before, Paul. Anyone else heard of that? Splosh, that reference? Splosh. In terms of tea, of course, I'm referring to. Oh, there you go. Kay knows what you're talking about. A cup of hot splosh and a greasy dog. You'd have to let me know what the greasy dog bit is. Okay, that's gone whoosh. Dumpy's Rusty Nuts song. Whoosh. You know, I'll have to Google this later. Or you could just tell me, what's this Dumpy's Rusty Nuts song? Elaborate, please. The song was called I'm Only Happy When I'm Riding. Is that a typo there? Is that supposed to be dog? I'm only happy when I'm riding my hog. I'm none the wiser. You have to get Google out, aren't I? Who the hell is Dumpy? Oh my god. Right, okay. Sorry, research required. Dumpy. Oh, okay, so the first result is dictionary, dumpy, a person short and stout. Dumpy. Dumpy. Oh, official music video, Dumpy. Odds money. Dumpy, dumpy, dumpy. Dumpy. I think I'm going to have to go a few pages in to find this, aren't I? Let's see if you've given me an explanation to it. Hog equals Harley. Oh, okay. Yeah, Audrey got it. It's just me, isn't it? Never heard that before. A hog being a reference to a Harley Davidson. Okay, Hawkwind I am vaguely familiar with. Oh, well, there you go. Every day's a school day. I'll just straighten myself out. I think the dress has gone a bit skew-if. The song was Boxall or Bust. Okay. At least I know what hog means now, if somebody says it. Box Hill or Burst. Yeah, I think it's the Boxall or Bust. Box Hill. No. Okay. The average fab user probably isn't the kind of person I need here, given their choice of conversation. No, so I just threw out a message to about 15, 20 people, just to say it was on tonight if anybody was at a loose end. So a few other people will probably pop in later. I think Adam's popping by. He said he might pop by a bit later. Steph won't be because Steph's with her family, so she won't be stopping in. Who else that you know might stop in? I did mention it to Amy, but I've not heard back from Amy, so she's probably sleeping at the moment. Yeah, there's a few others that might stop in. Yes, have to be careful, Kay. Have to be careful who you invite onto YouTube. Not everybody's that well behaved. Not as well behaved as you people, which is why you all got invites and some other people didn't. I invite people for civilized chat, as you know. Intelligent people. It's quite possible she could be on Steam, yes. It's quite possible. I think she's probably sleeping, but Amy's got something like 400 games. So I don't know how she finds time to play them, to be honest. She must play them for 5 minutes and then literally look for the next game to try and play. Whereas I get a game and I play it for 6 months. Which in my mind makes sense. But there you go. I think maybe she likes new games, the intrigue of something new, but she gets maybe bored with it quite quickly and then looks for the next thing. Hang on, Paul. That you had to find out by chance. I did mention it to you though, so it wasn't completely by chance. I'll have you know. I was spending quite a bit of time sending out messages to people, doing the copy and paste, message. But I figured you already knew that I was going to be on here at some point, so I didn't want to. I never know whether people, I send the message out and I mention it, and I think I don't want people to feel like they're obliged to come along. I just want to let people know that it's on if they want to come along, and if not, they. So when I told you, Paul, I didn't want to pester you just in case you thought I was. I didn't want to draw you a message just in case you thought it was like, oh, don't forget you're supposed to be here, which of course you are. I thought I was talking about tomorrow. Well, I got my days mixed up this week because yesterday I was telling somebody I'm gonna get myself all dolled up Wednesday night, and then I'm going to do it again on Christmas Eve and then Christmas Day. Of course, Wednesday night is Christmas Eve, so my week has been completely messed up. I don't know what day it is. No, I know, but sometimes I throw it up at somebody, and it's if you want to be here, by all means come along. I just want people to know, but otherwise I won't chase people up or remind them unless they want to be reminded, in which case I will drop them a reminder. But yes, as Kay said, I'm very pleased you came along, as you know, as you nearly always do. Of course, you're always reliable, Paul. You always come along and say hello, and that's all people need to do if they've got the time, of course. It means I'm not sat here on my own for 2 hours looking at YouTube, sort of, why am I here? What am I doing? Whilst the odd stranger walks in and watches and sits in silence, and don't want that. Everybody's welcome, of course. But I probably wouldn't do it again if I turned up and nobody showed up. I'd probably make this my last stream. So thank you very much, everybody who has actually come along and said hello. Thank you, Audrey. It's very nice to see you. It's always nice when people I don't know just happen to sort of find my stream going on. And I mean, I don't know how you ever find streams, live streams. I don't know how you do it, but it's always nice when new people come in as well. And you're very welcome. Because it's the people that, I mean, I don't do this very often, but it's the people that come on and make the effort to be here and chat to me that make it worthwhile when I do it on the very rare occasion. So thank you. The problem with music, Kay, is that a lot of it is copyrighted, which, yeah, Paul's just, you get copyright strikes against, unless you've got a license to play the music. They've got automated systems now as well, which literally just listen out for music. So it makes it a bit difficult. Although I mean, a lot of Christmas music, I wonder how, I mean, some of the well-known tunes will probably be copyrighted. Maybe, you know, there might be some that are not. It's a shame, because I'd always be prepared to, you know, give it the acknowledgement and all that you know, they deserve, but I totally understand why you can't just go playing any old song. So no dancing then? Absolutely not, Audrey, and quite honestly, you wouldn't want to see me dancing anyway. I do dance, but when I dance, it's normally after I've finished a bottle like that and I'm out somewhere. I did dance when I went to Birmingham. It was quite a few months ago now. I'd obviously had too much to drink. Somebody else was dancing. I had flat shoes on, and I thought, sod it, I'm going to dance. I had an amazing night. I love dancing. I'm just not very good at dancing. But then that's not, you know, you shouldn't. You dance like nobody's watching. That's what I say. Are you a dancer, Audrey? Do you like a dance? What about you, Paul? Are you a dancer? Never asked you that before. Okay. Are any of you dancers? Or do you just like the music in the background and just... A bit. I love dancing. Rubbish dancer, but like I say, once I've had a few drinks, I don't care. It's just dance like nobody's watching. If I've not had a drink, I can't go anywhere near a dance floor. I'm sort of, I want to dance, but I'm not doing it. Okay, I don't do a very good Kenny Everett impression. No, and I'm not doing that on YouTube or anywhere for that matter. That was a one-off. All done in the best possible taste. Slow dances are nice, Audrey, yes. Slow dances are easy though, because you can just put your arms around somebody and side to side. But I like my 90s music, so I like a bit of the Freed from Desire is one of my favourite songs, that kind of stuff. Dare I say it, I do like a bit of ABBA, Steps. I'm probably not doing myself too many favours here. But that cheesy music from the 90s, I make a beeline for the dance floor if I've had a drink. Yeah, head nodder, foot tapper. Yeah, I'm that when I'm sober, but there's a dancer inside that's aching to get out when I'm doing that. I say a dancer. That's stretching the truth a little. There's somebody who wants to dance, itching to get out. It's too late. It's influences on your psyche. Yeah, well, I'd probably have a drink when I did my Kenny Everett impression, but in fact, I know I had. What did Paul say last? It's rumoured to have happened. Okay, so that means you do dance, Paul. But it sounds like you're similar to me then. A few drinks, the right music, the right company, it happens. Is that about right? More people dance when they play 70s, 80s, 90s music. Yeah, I agree. I grew up with the 80s, so you know, 80s and 90s was my thing. 70s as well was really good. It's just so easy to dance to. It's party music, it's feel good. Even people who were born later, sort of post 2000, their parents rave about it and they listen to it and so many people I've heard say, I wish I'd been born in the 80s with that music. And it was a fantastic time to be around music and loved it. You love the 70s stuff, Kay. Well, stop it. Don't do it. I'm saying nothing. That's it. Yeah, social lubricant helps. Yeah, sounds like you're very similar to me, Paul. The stars have to align, but when they align, that's it. You're off. Now, Kay. Paul meet Kay, Kay meet Paul. She's a cheeky one, Paul. A Yorkshire lass. In fact, Audrey's a Yorkshire lass as well, we established earlier. We have 2 Yorkshire lasses in. Paul's from London. I'm from Cheltenham. I don't know where anybody else is from because I don't know if anybody else is watching. I've got 5 people watching, so there are a couple of people quietly tuned in. Don't know who that is. You still there, Steve, or did you slip away? George went, didn't he? I can't remember who else. There's Michael and Matthew chatted earlier as well. Yeah, don't know. Yes, invitations can be taken away, you know. You're Canadian by birth. Okay. How long have you lived in the UK for then, or how old were you when you came from Canada to the UK? Canada's somewhere I've not been to, but it's always had some appeal. I've always liked the idea of maybe visiting Canada. '14 when you came here. Okay. Do you miss Canada at all? Do you ever go back? Paul and Kay, do you ever travel anywhere? Is there anywhere you'd like to go or anywhere you'd go back to? I went to Australia when I was 23 and I always promised I'd go back. Never made it back, never been there. Been to the States once, to New York. Canada's one of those places I would like to go. Brazil, the Amazon, but I'm kind of got a feeling I'm a bit too squeamish and a bit too old for it now, to go traipsing through the Amazon. And Africa. It's okay. Canada autumns can be spectacular. Have you been to Canada then? Okay, you been? You go back every year, Audrey. Okay, cool. Cool. I don't quite know where in Canada I'd go. I just like the idea of going to Canada. I haven't really researched it. So you've got around a bit, Paul. Yeah, that has been rumoured. Sorry, I'll behave. I got relatives in Canada. Okay. Toronto or Vancouver. Okay. I'll remember that in case I ever do decide to take a trip abroad again. I know, Paul. I know. I'm normally well behaved, aren't I? That was a slip. Can you hear this vape when it's firing up? Because I know my cam is super sensitive, the mic, and it's quite a noisy one. It's new though. When they're new, they tend to be a bit more, particularly this one, this model. Rush. Didn't know they were Canadian. But if somebody had asked me, unless you're talking about something else, Rush, are you talking about the rock band Rush? Or are you talking about something else? I should ask really before I jump in and make a complete arse of myself. Good evening, Lukester. How are you doing? Rush, the rock band. Yeah, my mate likes Rush. He's a bit of a fan of Rush. But if somebody had asked me where they come from, I wouldn't have known. But they're Canadian. Okay. Again, every day's a school day. Hello, John. I did wonder, I've been saying to people, I don't recognise the username, but I did invite quite a few people, so I'm aware that not everybody's name and username tends to tie in. How you doing, John? Did you have a good night at the pub? I think you went for a sing-along, didn't you? You can hear the vape loud and clear. Thought you got an adder hidden away somewhere. Yeah, it's very hissy. It'll get quieter once the coil has burnt out a bit. Stayed too long, drunk too much, but that's Christmas for you. That is pretty much Christmas, isn't it, when you go out? Well, I hope you had a nice time. Thank you very much, John. Yes, my Miss Santa outfit. I look forward to wearing this every year. This is, and actually doing YouTube. So this is my favourite outfit. Like I've said 100 times before, some of you would be bored of hearing this. My favourite outfit, it was bought back in 2019 and I wear it every year for about 2 weeks and then it goes away into the cupboard, unfortunately. Never to see the light of day again until Christmas comes around. I actually wore this out for the first time a week ago. I went to Bristol for the Bristol night out and I decided I've got to wear it out finally. It was only me and Steph who wore Santa outfits, so I'm not quite sure whether it was a good idea or not, but yeah, I love my Santa outfit. She says again. I swear, I'm going to bore you to death with how much I love my Santa outfit. Right. Next. You have similar, but the white bits keep coming off. Oh no. Sounds like you need a new one. Thank you, John. Cheers. Merry Christmas. Oh, yes, Kay? Yeah, I do. Yeah, funny. Yeah. Probably never heard it before, have you? But yes. It is rumoured that I like my Santa outfit a great deal. Cheers. And wearing it with my fully fashioned stockings, which I'm also a fan of course, as you know. Don't get me started on that. Cheers, Paul. Have you poured yourself a scotch yet, Paul, or are you still on the, you've decided to go for a dry night? How's the Bristol night out? The Bristol night out was very good. It's always good in Bristol. It's arguably my favourite night out. We normally only get there about 9 o'clock and we only stay till midnight, but I love the pub called the Phoenix, very near to Cabot Circus car park. It's a mixed venue, so it's not a trans venue. The locals are very friendly, the bar staff very friendly. It's a really nice night out. Love it. Hope to go there again every month. Probably been about 3 or 4 times in the last 6 months. But yeah, I love it. Bristol's a really cool place for being trans anyway. It's a very tolerant place. I say tolerant. Tolerant's not the right word. It's accepting, and you don't get any nonsense. Tolerant isn't quite the right word because that makes it sound like people are just putting up with, but that's not fair. It's a very accepting place. You're staying dry tonight, Paul. Okay. Another time. If I come down to London and we go to Ted's, I don't want to hear dry tonight. Liberal. That's probably a good word. Yeah. No, we haven't been going on to because Steph drives. She likes to sort of end the night around midnight. So we haven't been going on to the clubs. There are lots of places to go on to in Bristol as well. I think they went on to a place called the Fleece last month. Sometimes they go on to the Queen Shilling. There's quite a few other clubs and venues in Bristol as well that I'm not familiar with, but I know they've mentioned it. We normally end the night at about midnight though, and then head back to Cheltenham. I'm glad to hear it, Paul. Very glad to hear that. You can't have a dry night on a night out. Well, you can, but party pooper. How's my stream been running for now? It's about. Look at my. Just checking my Streamlabs just to see what is it running fine. Good. I got started about 10, didn't I? Hour and a quarter or so. So far, so good. Because I don't run these streams very often, it's always a bit of a worry that it's not going to work when I forget how to set it up, and it all seems to be running fine. So I think the cam's looking okay. A little bit overexposed, but you know, I'll have to sort that out for next time. Thank you, Kay. 80 minutes. Cool. I'll probably run on until midnight and a little bit after, and then I'll end it about 12:30. Depends who's on. I mean, if people come on and start chatting, then they tend to keep me on a bit longer, but we'll run this until maybe 12:30, and then I'll let you all go to sleep. For those of you who need sleep, that doesn't include you, Kay, because I know you'll be on till 5 o'clock in the morning. You keep me up until 5 o'clock in the morning all the time. I mean, there's me sort of flagging around 2 o'clock. Kay, no, come on, have another drink, stay up. Exposed to the right. Exposed to the right. Let's just check. What's that? Was Amy on last? She hasn't been on since 10 o'clock this morning, so. Oh, it's to that. Histogram. Oh, okay. Okay. With you now. Okay, it always rises up on this shoulder for some reason. So. You're trying to keep pace with my wine level. Okay. Are you trying to say that I drink too fast? Okay. Which is a polite way of saying I'm trying to keep up with the alcoholic. Explain. And make it good. You're just a bit slow tonight then, Kay. Okay. You're going to pick up the pace as the night goes on. I mean, I'm planning on sticking to a bottle of wine. I do believe last night you had a bottle of wine and then 4 cans. Is that right? Did you get away with that one? You kind of dodged it a bit, I'd say. Good effort. Let me see you. 5 watching. Who's still here? Roll call. Roll call. Hello. Say hello so I know who's here. You still here, Paul? Guess you are. Audrey, you still here? John? Just making sure you're still awake. It was 3 cans of Carling and a bottle. I checked this afternoon. 3 cans. What did I say? Did I say 4? 3, 4. Who's counting, eh? Is that a new hair, Paul? I don't like the term wig. I mean, it is, of course, a wig, but I call it hair. Is that new hair? It is quite new. I say new, it's about 3 months old. I've been wearing it for the last 3 months, I'd say. This was one of my successes from Temu. Bought some really bad ones from Temu, but this was one of the crackers. So, yeah, new hair. But I love this one. Cool. Paul's here. I feel like a school teacher calling out for assembly. Paul Watkins. God, I called you Watson. Paul Watkins. Ear miss. John. Ear miss. Okay. Ear miss. How many more people have got watching? I'm missing 3 people. Cheap date. I'm always a cheap date. Actually, not true. I'm not always a cheap date, no. Not strictly true. That last bit did not sound right. Which bit were you referring to, Kay? Do you know what, Paul? When I said it, I thought, but it would be, we got that the wrong way round, of course. It would be Nicole Watkins, not Paul Watson. More or less the same there. Not a lot of difference. Mrs. Watkins. Indeed. Mrs. Watkins. I'm not sure I'm ready to be a Mrs. No, I wouldn't make a very good wife, honestly. I don't like housework. I like to go shopping. I think those two things actually tick the two important boxes of why I do not make a good housewife or a wife. I've got no wife potential. Expensive, high maintenance, doesn't do jobs around the house. What more do you need to know? Do they have the same origin? Okay, go on, elaborate. I'm intrigued. So I know a lot of names have origins, they come from somewhere. A lot of the names that end in son. So what son? So the son of what? What kins? The kin of what? But what is what? If you know what I mean. Good luck. Oh, okay. Of Walter. Yeah. So I get the son and the kin. The son and kin of what? Walter. German, I believe. Okay. Hmm. Gonna have to look up my my real name, my boy name, to see where that comes from, because I'm not quite sure where that would. You know what? I'm interested to see where that comes from then. Let's see where the name. I'm not going to say it on here, but what am I looking for? See if surname meaning. Oh, so I came from a hunter or breeder. Middle English, Old French. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you what it is though. Hello there. Why don't I smoke? Partly because I gave up smoking 4 years ago and I only smoke occasionally when I go out. Partly because I've redecorated my house and I'm not going to destroy it with smoke again. I mean, there's probably two good reasons for not smoking. And my channel is not a smoking channel. So, but there are plenty of smoking channels out there. I prefer to vape, particularly indoors. Thank you. You might see the odd video of me smoking outdoors, from time to time, but it's going to be outdoors. It will never be indoors. And Merry Christmas to you. I know. I know. It's always very flattering. Well, John, I didn't really give them up. It's menthol cigarettes were banned in the UK about 5 years ago, if I remember rightly. About 5 years ago. It's probably not far off. 4 years. Menthols and 120 Slims. My interest in smoking was specifically for the 120 Slims. I'm thinking of Moors in particular. I love Moors. I enjoyed the smoking Moors, but they banned them for sale in the UK. So I stopped smoking on cam, on video, and But that was the interest for me. It was doing the 120 Slim smoking rather than just smoking cigarettes generally, because I'm not really that interested in regular brands of cigarettes. But I do have a cigarette occasionally. When I go out, I will take cigarettes with me and I will pop outside for a cigarette occasionally. And I probably will do the occasional video having a cigarette when I'm feeling motivated and inspired to do so. But without the malls, it's just not the same for me. And in the meantime, I will continue with my vape. You might be able to, yeah. I don't know. I never smoked the menthols anyway. It wasn't the menthol Moors that I was smoking. I was smoking the red packet, which was the non-menthol, the regular Moors. Yeah, long time now though. I think you can still get them in the US and some parts of Europe, but unless somebody's going to bring some back for me, I'm not going to be doing any smoking content. If there is somebody going to the United States, by all means pick some up. I will pay you for the cigarettes and I will do more smoking videos. but that's the only way I can get hold of them. So, because I'm not going to the US for them. Yeah, that's why I like to do it, Kay. It wasn't so much, for me, it wasn't so much a smoking fetish. I had a bit of a fetish for the slim 120s. So they're longer, they're slimmer, and they're kind of classy, I think, for women to smoke. But they banned them, so can't get them. You vape, John, but you go to Thailand and vaping is illegal with big fines. But they legalized cannabis. That's interesting. I mean, my opinion on cannabis is that I think it should be legalized in the UK. I think it's hard to argue that cannabis should be an illegal substance when alcohol, which is responsible for so much more violence and criminal offences, is still legal. That's my argument with cannabis. I'm amazed that you can be fined for what, vaping in Thailand. Do you know why? I mean, what's the reasoning for it? I won't be going to Thailand, of course. Got my vape. Hello there, Tart and Tricks. How you doing? Merry Christmas to you. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, absolutely, John. Yeah, there's so much violence and, like I say, death that can be caused by alcohol-induced events. I don't think cannabis is really, the numbers wouldn't just stack up the same, but you're welcome, Tartan, and thank you very much. I got my, I'm going to say it again, I've got my favourite outfit on, my Santa outfit. Surprise, surprise. I wear it for 2 weeks of the year, every year. I always look forward to doing this little bit of YouTubing and wearing this. So, yeah. And you're very welcome. I'm glad you came along. Sent a few invites out to people. Just thought if they were at a loose end and they want to stop in for a quick hello and Merry Christmas, then they're welcome to. So I'm glad you stopped by. They're very protective of their children, and vapes are now designed to get kids hooked. Okay, it's a fair argument, but if they're allowing smoking and cannabis, I think it kind of weakens the argument. That Salsa outfit looks like it should be my fave. Well, funnily enough, Kay, now you mention it, it is up there with my favourites. In fact, I'd probably say it is my favourite. Just saying. I mean, seriously, you lot are going to be so happy when I put this away for another 50 weeks and you never have to hear me say, do you know what? favourite. Indeed, and that's why I keep reminding you, Paul, because you never would have guessed. Can I give you a Christmas twirl in my Santa outfit? I would be delighted to. The only problem with me standing up is that you only get to see the bottom half of me, but I'm happy to stand up and give you a twirl. Like I say, I vanish, so we. There you go, twirl. That's as good as it gets, I'm afraid. Twirl. I have to figure out how I can maybe get a wider angle, so when I stand I can zoom it out and you get the full standing shot, but I haven't figured out how to do that yet without losing a bit of quality and resolution when I zoom back in again. Anyway, you're very welcome, Paul. Always happy to remind you that this is my favourite outfit. Okay, you lost your interest in Crimbo, but I've reignited your love for it. That's enough crawling for one Christmas Eve. Well, very happy to help. My pleasure. Okay, I'm glad you're feeling in the Christmas spirit again. John, you're very welcome. Glad you like the outfit, which funnily enough is my favourite. Thank you, Paul. Hello, Avelina. Hello, Merry Christmas to you. Thank you very much. Hope you're well. Tartan, can you hope for any new shoots in 2026? I kind of would like to. The problem is that I've not got a car running, so it's difficult for me to get out with my digital camera. When I'm shooting videos, I've not done many, but the ones I've done, I got better results when I took my Nikon out. Heavy tripod. I can't do it on foot. This is the problem for me. So unless I can find somebody who wants to get involved in my YouTube channel and take me out, you know, so I can get to the locations, then it's a bit more difficult. But I do want to do some more videos, so there's every chance it will happen. It's just figuring out how to get out and do it. But I will try. My long legs were in it. Cool. Yeah, that's the important bit. Got my legs in. Oh, hello. Here he is. Here's Adam. Hello, Adam. How you doing? What you been up to tonight? It says 11:45. Been down the pub by any chance? I'm going to guess yes. I think that's a safe bet. Just saying. There you go. Yes. Nice simple answer. I guessed right. Woohoo. You could be up for being my camera person. Just need to get a property nearer. Well, that's quite a big step. I'm not expecting you to move house, okay? Maybe when you come down for a social, I can get you to help me with a video. Well, earlier anyway. Okay. So where have you been then? If you've been back from the pub a while, come on. What's your excuse? It's K. It is K. How did you know it's K? I mean, I know it's got the little K in the little. I mean, that could have been anything though, couldn't it? Or did I say? Maybe I said out loud. Oh, I did, didn't I, when I sang about the property? K. Yes, I tipped you off. Okay. A slice of the profits. I hate to disappoint you, Kay, but yeah, there's no money in it. No money in YouTube unless you're churning out videos every single day and you've got 100,000 users watching. My 800 subscribers are just not going to cut it, I'm afraid. Yeah, I realised, Adam, I realised after I'd said it, but too late. No, Kay, he really isn't. He's not that perceptive. Can do that next year and have the van still to change outfits in. That would be really cool, John. Yeah, cool. Thank you. If you want to do that, then when you've got the van up and running, gives me somewhere to change, doesn't it? When we say, just so people know, when he says van, it's not a white van. I sort of jump in the back through double doors and do a change. He's got a camper van, so it's a very comfortable place to almost to be out on the road and then do outfit changes. So that would work if you're up for it, John. Thank you. Just check on Streamlabs. It's all ticking along. Live on there. Awesome. Cheers and Merry Christmas, everyone. How are we doing on the wine? Half a bottle. Good start. The hat's still on. It is, isn't it? Staying on quite well tonight. Has it been busy-ish on here? It's been busy enough. The important thing for me is that when I run these streams, that I get a few familiar faces come in and a few new people stop by, and I've had that. So yeah, it's been good enough. It's all I need to have my friends around me on Christmas. That's what I like. I wouldn't be able to keep up if I had 50 to 100 people in here. I just wouldn't be able to keep up with all the questions and stuff. So I'm happy just to have a few people here. I need to refill that glass. That's a good point. I put the glass there. I thought I'll refill it, but I just have a bit of vape. And then I almost forgot that I had an empty glass. Thank you so much, Kay, for reminding me. I knew there was a reason why I invited you. But you've got to fill yours as well, of course. It's not just me. Hello, Polaris. Merry Christmas. Thank you very much. I'm going to say it again. Wearing my favourite outfit. Oh my God, people are going to be bored to death hearing me say those words. And Polaris, just because I know you're a fan of the fully fashioned stockings. There you go. And these are Servan. They're not Geos, which I do like, but I keep damaging them. They're so delicate. So I've gone for Servan tonight. Thank you. It's always flattering to be called a legend or a legend. Not sure about that, but thank you. Better fill my glass because I know I said I would, and Kay doesn't like to drink alone. Well, hello. Look who it is. I didn't expect to see you on. Where's Maddie this year? Indeed. Maddie's doing a radio show. Hello, Steph. How you doing? And you've got your handle, Miss Genius, of course. I was just telling people I've got my favourite outfit on tonight. Ah, okay. Good job, Kay. Good job. I did drop about 20 messages off to people, but I didn't send one to you, Steph, because I figured you'd be kind of busy with your Christmas away. So I didn't think you'd be on. Don't like drinking alone, drink more than one. Yeah, absolutely. It did actually. I mean, I was really nervous when I first walked in, as you saw, Steph. I mean, I literally was a trembling wreck would have been probably a fair description. Um, is that the Steph Polaris? That is the Steph. Yes. Wow, Steph, you've been elevated to the capital letters. And nice seeing you, Tartan. Thank you very much for stopping by. Have a super Christmas. I'll see you again soon. Nice of you to stop by. Really enjoyed it. Thank you. The one and only Steph. Yes, indeed. There you go. I go to YouTube and Steph turns up and she's stealing the show. No, just, you know. By the way, in case you don't know, um, I should plug your show properly on a video actually, but for those that don't know, Steph, Unorthodox Jukebox, Wednesday afternoons, 4 o'clock till 5 o'clock on Trans Radio UK. And you can also find her on Mixcloud, but I can't remember the freaking link. That's because I'm a regular listener, so I don't have to listen to old shows on there. But and I've just realised it's Wednesday, and I wasn't about to listen to the show. Damn it! I missed it, Steph. Your invite could be at risk, yes. Well, I will make sure I listen to it on Friday night. I will tune into the replay. Yeah, I must make a note of it. I was going to say, if somebody can remind me before I shut down here to make a note to listen to Steph's show at 2 a.m. on Saturday morning, please. Just to say, if anyone makes some Maddie jokes, you can't blame anyone but yourself, Steph, because you came in with Maddie. Just so you know. That's true. I could be online until then. It's certainly not unlike me to maybe stay online too long. Problem is, I have got another bottle of wine. I've got a new bottle of gin, but I've got to get some sleep and be fresh. I will probably come on again on tomorrow night. Actually, what day is it? I can't. It's Thursday tomorrow, isn't it? Oh, it's Thursday now. Oh, Merry Christmas! It's officially Christmas for those of you who actually enjoy Christmas and celebrate it. Merry Christmas. That's a good idea, Adam. I could set an alarm on the phone. That's the solution. But it means me getting up off my arse and actually moving over to the desk where my phone is. So not going to happen at the moment. She has indeed. I have had the occasional shout out. And you have had mail from me before. Just to say, you can mail the show. Drop Steph a mail. Happy Winterval. Okay, it's a new one. It's open season for Maddie jokes. I think I realised, Kay, about a month ago that maybe the Maddie jokes were maybe wearing a bit thin when we were at BNO and Maddie actually turned up. I think, what was I said to you, Steph? I just looked at you and said, hilarious. Hilarious. I think I probably said it to you 3 times in the one night. And I realised it was probably wearing a bit thin then. So I then used the name Maddie, unless she brings it up first. Merry Christmas, Paul and everybody. Polaris and Adam, Steph, Kay, anyone else who might be watching who's not talking anymore. 100% of your emails have been from me. Indeed. We will have to change that. We will have to change that. Apart from the 10 emails you had, of course, that got you to watch an Adam Sandler movie, which should not go unmentioned. Can we actually mention Adam Sandler on Christmas Eve? Or does that spoil it a bit for you? Winterval was what they were calling Christmas when they were being super woke. Okay. I've never heard it before. Winterval. Never heard that. She was on Fab and she actually looked like you. Okay. Yeah, but looking like you or you looking like Maddie just means pink hair and glasses. Surely. I mean, that's the only that's the only 2 things, isn't it? There's nothing else that actually links the 2 of you. Unless she was wearing something goth. Happy holidays to any Yanks. Just to say, if there's any Americans listening, I'm just I'm just reading out what somebody else is saying. You can't say Yanks, can you? Ah, hello, Amy. I think Amy might actually be able to see me. So if you are there, hello. Of course you can. Yanks. Well, it's no different to the Australians calling us, what is it they call us? Limeys, I think, isn't it? I don't think I'd ever be offended by that, but you know, some people are too touchy these days. Septics. Septics. Ah, okay. Amy can see me. She's just not on chat. She's on my page. Thank you, Amy. Where have you been? Had a busy day? Oh, Poms. Have I got that wrong then? Limeys. Isn't limey a term from the Australians to the British? A limey? Oh, septic tank, yank, rhyming slang. Okay. Okay. Oh, the Yanks call us limeys. Okay, there you go. It's me getting muddled up with the Australians. Okay. Americans call us limeys. We call them Yanks. And the Australians call us Poms. Okay. Mainly in gangster films. Yeah, it's not a phrase I hear very often, to be honest. But septic tank. Yeah, not heard that one before though. That's a new one. New one on me anyway. Oh. Oh. Got my nickname Limey comes from the 19th century habit of British sailors drinking lime juice to prevent scurvy. There you go. There you go. And by the mid 1800s, Americans were calling British sailors lime juicers, later shortened to limeys. There we go. Thank you, Amy. Every day's a school day. A lovely pointless fact. Come on, Adam. You learnt something new. You know, one day you might be sat in a pub, somebody might ask you, I wonder where that comes from, and you'll be able to impress them. It'll be a pretty girl, you'll be looking at her thinking, oh, she's gorgeous, and you'll be able to impress her with that little tidbit of information that you called a pointless fact. Pedal and crank. Okay, thank you, Polaris. We won't dive any deeper into that one. J. Arthur. Okay. Don't ask. I dare not ask. Amy. It is. It's Adam who chats on Fab, Amy. I won't repeat what you just said though. Although the words kiss and arse were in the sentence, just so you know. Tommy Tank. Oh, Tommy Tank, yeah. Definitely heard that before. Sorry, YouTube. It's not me, it's them. It's not me lowering the tone. I think she can, yeah. Can you see the chat, Amy? I'm assuming you can. Kay just said Merry Christmas to you. It's cold enough now to freeze the balls off a brass monkey. Know where that come from? Steph will, I suspect. Cool. Yeah, okay. Amy can see the chat, so all good. Freeze the balls off a brass monkey. I'm waiting for a... She says, Merry Christmas. May your roast potatoes be crispy, your relatives be tolerable, and your presents come with gift receipts. Absolutely right. Can't argue with that. That's one thing I don't miss about Christmas, getting presents and wanting to take it back because it's not what you wanted. Does that sound ungrateful? Yeah, absolutely spot on. Yeah, John, we're waiting for the where does the brass freeze the balls off a brass monkey come from? See if you can get the answer in before Amy does, because she'll ask AI, and that will But she's working on it right now. She's typing. But it is very practical. Early post-surgery involved the experimentation of monkeys' anatomy, hence the saying. Okay. He's Googling. On the ships again, the cannonballs were placed on was called a brass monkey. Oh, that's just come over the top of the what's called a brass monkey. Really cold. The monkey shrank and the balls fell off. Oh, there you go. Well, we know that now, Kay. Nice try, Kay, but I think John's explanation sounds a little bit more plausible. Okay, Amy, you got a bit of free time then. Frizz balls was brass monkey according to sources. Phrase did not come from. Oh, okay. Did not come from ships, cannonballs, or naval trays. But that's a popular myth, apparently, that historians have debunked. Brass monkeys were liberal brass monkey figurines in the 19th and early 20th centuries. Small brass monkey statues were common souvenirs from China and Japan. Early versions of the phrase talked about freezing the nose, tail, ears, or whiskers off a brass monkey, not the balls. The balls version came later. The rude version, freeze the balls off, is a 20th century twist that stuck because, well, it was funnier. The naval cannonball story is a myth. Okay. Okay. Apparently no historical evidence for that explanation. There you go. Oh no, John, don't go to bed in the sock. I liked your explanation as well. It's the thing when you Google stuff, you know, it's you quite often come up with several answers. I don't know which one's true, but there you go. Is this the QI Christmas special? Well, not quite. Probably more entertaining, but you're choosing to believe John. Okay, fair enough. It's anecdotal, so it might be true. No proof though. That is true. Indeed. That's the But what does it really mean? Yes, it's just a colourful, cheeky way of saying it's absolutely freezing. No ships, no cannonballs, just a brass monkey statue and a very British sense of humour. Exactly. Everybody's a winner. Everybody's happy with that. Well, you're not entirely wrong, John. And actually, you fed a nice little tidbit of information, because I wouldn't have, I would never have even heard of that. So, regardless of whether it's right or wrong, it was interesting to hear. You've been lied to all your life. The thing is, at some point, that what you read and your explanation would have been believed to be true, until somebody comes along later and debunks it. So it's not that it's not right. It's just well, it is, but there was a time when that was probably considered to be the explanation, but it's obviously changed and updated as people. Is my hat still on straight? That's more important. Adam and welding. Definitely don't need Adam welding anything. He's not qualified. They're still on QI that nobody knows exactly where it came from. The thing is, a year down the line, they could debunk that and say, actually, no, it came from somewhere else. I mean, things change. It's a tidbit, not a titbit. Did I say titbit? A titbit of information. I think titbit sounds better, personally, but now I know what it feels like to be on Fab when Steph is picking holes in people's grammar and whatnot. Oh no, a tidbit. So what does tidbit mean then? Mind you, if somebody asked me what titbit meant, I probably wouldn't have an explanation for them either. So tidbit. Can we not stick with titbit? It sounds so much better. I've been on Fab for too long. That's what it is. Got tits on the brain. I used smart GPT to come up with that answer. Okay. Thank you, Amy. Keeping abreast of the facts, indeed. With lots of titbits of information. Phalaris. I wondered how long it would be before you asked. Are the soles of my servant stockings the same as the Geo's? They're similar, probably. I'm going to take a shoe off because Polaris won't. I'll spoil Christmas for Polaris if I don't take a shoe off. So, and I did actually paint my toenails today, just because I knew Polaris would probably come along. I don't know. You mind? I don't know if you can see that Polaris, but. Are they the same Polaris? Sorry to those people who probably didn't want to see my foot in their face. But you got it anyway. Oh, what was that last one? Amy? Oh, it's gone. It's gone. Okay. Thank you, Polaris. And thank you, John. Thank you, Michael. That's done it. Says K. So I even did my toenails tonight. Although you can't really see them very well. Thank you. Thank you, Steph. Nice to see you. Have a good Christmas away. And for those of you that don't know, we will probably do a New Year's Eve live stream, and Steph will be here. So maybe we'll see. We'll see if Steph's back. Of course, I think she is. Catch you soon, Steph. Small tasty morsel. Okay. A tidbit. Hang on. A tidbit is it means a small tasty morsel. Okay. Tidbit is the American English version. Oh, hang on. I don't know. Hang on. I'll come back in a minute. Give me 2 minutes. Let's just right. Right. Sorry about that. Son needs to go and use the ladies' room. I was reading Tidbit English, British English form. Small tasty morsel. Tidbit American English version. Changed it in the 19th century because tit sounded a bit suggestive. So the UK tidbit is historically the standard, and the US tidbit is the norm. Because both versions each exist, each side thinks the other is wrong. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Amy. Right. Sorry about that. Oh, cool. She's Steph has got a gig with at 1 AM on New Year's Day after the gig. Cool. Careful with that G string. Thank you, Polaris. Thank you, everyone, for stopping by and making Christmas Eve a little bit more entertaining for me. It's always very quiet, and I always enjoy seeing a few friends stop by. So thank you very much for coming by and putting up with my nuisance and nonsense and whatnot, and me sort of slurring my way through a bottle of wine. My hat's still on. It is, isn't it? Good. Result. And Merry Christmas, everybody. My stream still running. It is still working. Good. Yay, everything's working. It's a while since I've done a live stream. Couldn't get it working to begin with, which is why I was half an hour late starting, but we got there. Thank you, Polaris. We can put up with it. Thank you for that, Adam. I'm glad you can put up with me. Indeed. Merry Christmas all, says Paul. Thank you, John, for stopping by. Appreciate it. Have a good Christmas. Thank you very much for the kind words. Thank you, Kay, and you're very welcome. I'm glad you've enjoyed it. Yeah, it's just enough people for me, you know. That's, like I say, most important is I've got my friends around me, you know, the people that I chat to mostly, and that's what I like on New Year's Eve or Christmas Eve even. Let's not wish the week away too quickly. Christmas Eve. It's always nice to see you all, so thank you. Thank you, Michael, who I don't know until tonight. But thank you for being here. Hope you've enjoyed it. Ooh. And we'll have to do one of these again next week. I'll do one of these on New Year's Eve, I think. So if any of you want to pop by on New Year's Eve, more than welcome to. Not obliged, but I will be here. So putting that out there early for those that might be at a loose end. Have a quick look at the fully fashions for you, Polaris. And there you go. Then next Christmas, yes. Yeah. I have to wait another year before I can put my favourite outfit on again. Oh, don't want to take it off now. Thank you, Amy. I'll catch you later. I will be on for a bit, so I'll come and find you and catch up with you. Have fun. Thank you, Kay. I know, but I always feel like I don't know, I feel like I'm putting people out. Come and spend time with me. But I know it's not the case. Thank you, Polaris. Oh, you're still here, John. I didn't know you liked the feet, John. There you go. You and Polaris, you're in good company if it's the feet you like. Ooh, that's my shoe. Yeah, I thought you liked the shoes more, John, than the feet specifically. Thank you, Paul. Thank you. God, how much wine have I got left? I've still got pretty much half a bottle to get through, haven't I? You're staying on, Kay. I'm going to need a drinking partner, I think, tonight. My lash still on. These, isn't it? How are my lashes looking? Let me go to Streamlabs because that's giving me a more live view. Everything's looking fine. Okay. Everything's where it's supposed to be. That's good. Okay. Right, let's just have a little look and see what. Oh, 10 people watching. I think that's a new record for me. 10. Your bottle's empty, okay? You're ahead of me. Why am I not surprised? See, I told you all, it's Kay. She's such a bad influence on me. I tried to get to bed at, midnight. A glass of wine, I'm good, but no. Kay keeps me up till 5 o'clock in the morning. Pushes me to drink a bottle of wine. Can you DM me? I'm not quite sure. How do you do that on YouTube? I've never had anybody DM me on YouTube, Michael. But if you go to my my main page and the About tab, I think my email address is on there, so you can send me an email there if you want to. I think your reserve tins are going to come in very useful tonight, Kay, to be honest. I don't think there's going to be much of a reserve left for tomorrow, if I'm honest. Entered the double digit fame, I know. 10. Next target, 100. Of course they will, Kay. Why not? It was completely accurate. Adam knows you're a bad influence anyway. He'll back me up. Won't you, Adam? He'll back me up on that one. He's going to let me down there. I know it. Adam can't weld, so his backup doesn't count. Well, I'm going to ask you why that is. Why shouldn't his backup count just because he can't weld? Back me up on what? That Kay is the bad influence on me. She's the one that keeps me up till stupid hour. She's the reason I keep drinking. It's not me. It was lovely seeing you, John. Thank you very much for stopping by. I will catch up with you again soon. We'll have a chat on chicks. You sleep well. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you for coming. He can weld, but he just throws up afterwards. That was the problem, wasn't it? It made you feel ill. do vaguely remember you saying that it wasn't that you couldn't, it was that you had problems with the bright lights and sparks and such. Well, the gist of it is that I know Kay is a pisshead, and I know Kay leads me astray. That's the gist. No think. You are just as well. Steph's gone, eh? She'll be pulling you up on that. Also, Kay, there's a capital N on Nicole. Just saying. It's a name. See, you know, don't need Steph here to. Steph would be so proud of me right now. She did for you, Adam. For me, I got lowercase. Mm-hmm. Detention for UK. 100 lines. I must not spell Nicole with a lowercase n. That's a capital N. 100 lines. I'll expect them on my desk tomorrow morning. Thank you. Okay, this is her first time on here doing this with me. She won't come back. She's getting a very rough deal. That's a good point, Polaris. Good point. Autocorrect. Made it a capitalization on the A because it was the first word in the sentence. Spot on. I knew there was a reason why I invited you here, Polaris. Okay. Kay, you went there. Of all the places you could have gone, you went there. Did they have a block feature on here? Oh, that hurt. I would do, Polaris. I absolutely would do. I'd be that school teacher, fully fashioned nylons, high heels, nice pencil skirt, a blouse, spectacles. probably not the ideal image for school, but there you go. Sorry, what did Michael say earlier? Slow and smooth or hard and fast when you hit the vape? It varies with me, so sometimes I'll just give it a quick. And sometimes I will take a long. Slow. I don't think it's free, to be honest. Do computers have autocorrect? I don't know. Computers don't. Mobile phones do. I don't know. Are you on computer or mobile? Okay. You want to go back to school, Polaris? What would you be teaching? What would I be teaching? What would I want to teach? You see, for me at school, the things I was best at were maths, and I did bookkeeping at school, so I guess accounts. I'd be an accounts teacher, bookkeeping. Yeah, that'd be good. Bookkeeping. The thing I probably also enjoy is geography. So yeah, I'd be a geography teacher, I reckon. Or a bookkeeping teacher or a maths teacher. Am I married? No, I'm not, Michael. I'm a very happy single. What do you mean bookkeeping at school? Was it a Jewish school? What's bookkeeping got to do with being Jewish? And I'm not Jewish, by the way, just in case, there's no. Not that there's anything wrong with that. My best friend's Jewish. Just saying. Bookkeeping. I love bookkeeping at school. My teacher used to walk around with a golf club and he used to hold the metal end and he used to slam it on the desks. He was absolutely frightening. But it got me through school, or certainly through his lessons. I was the number one student in his class. I was so good. Do they? What? See, you're running with the whole Jewish. They like their money and they like to keep tabs on it, and I assume that's where you're going with that. That's a myth. Although my best mate is he does like to look after his money, so yeah, you might be right. Polaris, do you want to learn bookkeeping? Maybe I'll set up a class. Miss Watson. You have to be a good student though. Gotta be a good boy. I don't want to be sending you to detention. I'd be an awful teacher, actually. I wouldn't be very good. I'd be lazy, I think. I'd be thinking, God, when's this over? Ooh, Miss Watson. Absolutely right, Kay. Everybody loves money. In fact, as I've said before, the more money people have, I think the more they fall in love with it. So the richest people in the world are also the greediest people in the world. They don't like to let go of their money. They like to accumulate it. And maybe that's a very natural human instinct. I don't know. I don't know. But nobody ever seems to be satisfied with what they got these days. They just want more. Just to tease all the boys. Because someone's always richer. That's absolutely right. Yeah. It's almost like a race, isn't it? Or a table. Never satisfied. They always want to be slightly more wealthy than the next one. So they. And meanwhile, the people at the bottom just get poorer. Unfortunately, a sad fact of the world. We're not a very sharing species. We're happy to have more. We're not so happy to share it out. Yeah, absolutely. The more you have, the more you want. It's a bit sad, really, but that's just the way it is. And would I be any different if I had millions? Would I be? I don't know. I'd like to think I'd be different, but yeah, it is. It's a pissing contest. It is. I'd like to think I'd be different and I would want to share it out, but I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't. But it's sad because there's more than enough. I mean, Elon Musk. I think I read the other day when I was looking at wealth. I was looking at a table. Elon Musk was at the top, and I'm sure it said something like it was something stupid. It said something like 6,000. Was it million or billion? I can't even remember. It was something ridiculously huge. I thought you could solve an entire country's problems simply by investing that money somewhere. And I don't know. I just find it really sad. Sorry, I'm going off on that. I find it sad, to be honest. But there you go. I think resources and money should be shared out, to be honest. Give people a little bit of room to work with so they can have something a little bit better than somebody else. But the two extremes are Elon Musk and people living in poverty to the point that babies are dying within 3 or 4 days of birth because of diseases which in this country we can actually cure quite easily, but it's just, I think, mind-boggling. We all need a visit by the free spirits. Look up tomorrow. Feeling well. Tiny Tim gets to live too. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sorry, I've just gone off on one, haven't I? Having one of my moments where I'm bitching about the world. But it's Christmas, so the Christmas message from Nicole this year is be kinder to people that have less than you. There we go. That's the Christmas message. Me included. That's true, Kay. But now you mention it, did I tell you? But I love it. I mean, come on, people. What's not to love about this? I mean, it's just, I'm so happy when I've got it on. I should wear it all year round. Spread the Christmas spirit from January to December. With my Christmas message, be kinder to those who have less than you. Maybe that'll be my campaign for the 2026. I'll go out in my outfit, spreading my message. Yeah. Yeah, too right, Paul. She'll be getting one next year, and she'll be on YouTube with a new channel saying, "Did I tell you that this is my favourite outfit?" And I'll be saying, "Shut the fuck up." Kay would wear rubber gloves with it. I'd forgotten about that, Adam. Not sure it looked quite so good though. A pair of what are they called? The yellow kitchen washing up gloves. What are they called? You'll remind me, Kay. You'll know. And rollers. Marigolds. Thank you. Marigolds. marigolds. Too slow, Kay. Adam beat you to it. God, beaten by Adam. That's embarrassing. Red marigolds with white trim. Oh, there you go. Very festive. Yes. Indeed. You can probably get those from, what's it called now? Skin 2. Honor. They've probably got Christmas rubber gloves. So you're all sorted, Kay. Next year, Santa outfit, red rubber gloves. I'm not sure rubber will actually go well with the velvet, but there you go. It's a look, even if it's not a good one. What time is it? 1:10. Okay. Time flies. Didn't realise it was that late. I have slowed up on the wine, Kay, because I know it's going to be a long night. I don't want to open another bottle of wine, so I'm probably going to head for the gin and tonic eventually, but after I've closed this down, so we will have a few more drinks, no doubt, before the night is out. But I will have to finish on here soon because I'm getting to the point where I'm starting to slur my words quite badly, I think. Oh dear. I'm always wondering why I do this to myself every year. Thank you, Kay. I'm glad you've enjoyed it. I have. I always do. It's always nice to come on here and just have a few people drop by. I love it. So thank you everybody who's come and stuck with me in my relentless, repetitive comments about my Santa outfit and my slightly tipsy conversation. Right, what time is it? 1:15 then. So you best be off. Long day tomorrow. Thank you, Polaris. It was really nice to see you. I'll be finishing up shortly anyway, so Very nice to see you, Polaris. Merry Christmas to you. I look forward to seeing you again in chat on probably on Fab, but have a good one. Thank you. The video will live on too, indeed, because I do upload my videos to my live streams up to what's it, YouTube. So it's good to have the memories. I enjoy it. Right. Let's call it a night then. I've been on for, well, since 10, so it's a 3¼ hour video. So thank you everybody for coming by. I've really enjoyed it. I always appreciate it when you stop by, because it wouldn't be, it wouldn't be a success for me without you being here. So thank you. And if you weren't here and I wasn't doing this, I'd find something to do. I'd be gaming or doing something, but I'd much rather be here with you lot, having a chat. And so thank you very much. Stretching a bottle of wine too far. I know, I'm going to speed up a bit. I think actually I'm going to slow down, not speed up. If I speed up, I'll be bloody wasted in about half an hour's time. It's yeah. Thank you all. Thank you. Nice to chat to you, Michael. Thank you for stopping with us. I haven't, no. I've still got about 40% to do on Red Dead Redemption 2. Haven't played it for a couple of days. Been too busy doing other stuff. So, but I will be back on that. I will have it done by the new year, I reckon, but I've got a bit of work to do on it. I'm still trying to knock off achievements, the compendium stuff, but I'll be back on it. Thank you, Paul. Thank you again for my bottle of gin. I'll speak to you soon. Thank you, Michael. I always smile when I'm on here and around friends. It's again, it's why I like to come on. Always at my happiest when I'm around friends. So oh yeah, like Kay would know about Red Dead. My God. I tried to teach her how to play RuneScape, and I think the word that came into my mind was Lauren. For those of you who know Lauren, there you go. I put it out there, public. I mean, seriously. Adam, seriously. Banging my head against the... Ooh. No, stop. Don't do that. Do this. You're going on to TVC? What's TVC? TVC. No, that's beating me. You're going to have to enlighten me on that, Paul. A proper noob, indeed. Adam, I mean, seriously. Poor Kay. TVC. I'm still trying to work out what that is. Oh, right, stop. I got it. TV Chicks. Got it. Oh, God. Took me a while. I got there. I got there in the end. Right, okay. Let's wind this up. Officially. I know, Adam. You can't talk. You got banned from it, so you know. Just saying. How'd you get banned from TV Chicks? I mean, gosh. Thank you. Top marks. Thank you, everybody. Merry Christmas to you. I hope you have a super, super Christmas, regardless of whether you're doing it with family and because you enjoy it or out of obligation. I hope you have a super Christmas. Love to you all. And I'll catch up with you all very soon. Now I've got to figure out how to switch this off. Have fun. It's going to switch off in a moment, I promise. Streamlabs. Okay. Night night. Oh, just to say, I will be loitering somewhere, so I will catch up with you all somewhere at some point. I've just not decided what I'm going to do after I've done this. I might go into Fab. I might open Webby. If I open Webby, I will invite you all in anyway. So I'll speak to you soon.